Hey folks, Tim from Tim's Two Wheel Life here, and I've got another cast introduction. This is Hank. Hank is my touring bike, and he is fully set up for self-supported touring. Mostly I use him for commuting, rainy days or days when I need to take a lot of clothes to work, change out my clothes selection. He's a 1998 Cannondale Silk Tour 700 touring bike. And we'll start up here in the cockpit. We've got a Shimano Sora Flight Deck triple brifters. And these shift up. And then there's buttons on the inside for down. And the choices are kind of limited on triple brifters, and that's what I was looking for. These are takeoffs from Bella, and so are the little bullhorn brakes that I have set up there. That way, if I've been riding for 6 hours, my back's starting to hurt, I'll sit up and I can still use the brakes. Toe peak headlight. Cat Eye Urban Wireless Cycleputer. Coda handlebars, which is the house brand for Cannondale, used to be. This is an aftermarket stem, adjustable, so that over the long days of touring, if you want to go higher or lower, you can adjust it on the road. Handlebar tape. Lizard skins, can't say enough good things about them. They've lasted a long time, great performance in the wet. My fork is a Cannondale Head Shock fork. Has a lockout knob up here. Incredibly expensive to get fixed. I have a front rack for if I'm going grocery shopping or self-contained touring. I have Ortlieb panniers that I put on there. Rims are just a standard rim. My saddle on Hank also is a Brooks B17 standard. This one, however, is completely broken in and is the most comfortable saddle I've ever sat on. Shimano STX front derailleur. For those of you who remember the 90s, you'll be familiar with that. That was one of Shimano's mountain bike lines that the regular Dior kind of took over. Coda cranks, Coda pedals, Shimano Dior LX crank set, triple, for getting up the big hills with all the weight. I use this water bottle that I picked up at a recruiting event for the Navy, and I use that as my toolbox. All my tools are in there, spare tube, pump. I use CO2 pump. Rear derailleur, Shimano Dior LX, which also has gone the way of the dodo bird, I think. And I have a rear frame, which you can kind of see under there. It's basically the same frame as what's on the front, or same brand, same style. And a Navara pannier rack bag, and these actually fold up into the bag and it sits just on top of the rack. Hank's the only bike I have that has fenders. They're Planet Bike, plastic. I've never had any issue with them. They're a little finicky to get set up, but once they're set up, they stay in place real well. Eight-speed Shimano cog set, and the hubs are STX RC from back in the day. My rear light is a Cube Rider 2. And my front light is a Topeak. Again, not bright enough to... Well, I'm not bright enough to turn it on right now. There we go. Not bright enough to ride by if it's dark out. Just bright enough for the cars to see you. Alright folks, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take it easy.